Hey everyone, welcome back and thank you for joining me. I have a real treat for you today because this is an extremely scarce. In fact, this is probably one of the rarest space toys on the planet, period, bar none, end of conversation. I'm aware of maybe 5 of these that I've seen, and typically the condition is very poor on these. And there was actually some debate whether this was actually a real space toy, or was this something cobbled together. And I could assure you 100% this is an authentic space vehicle. And I know because I've seen the only box on the planet for this particular toy. And the person that was kind enough to show me asked that it doesn't circulate, it's not in the public domain, and I will respect his wishes as a very avid collector, but I could tell you the box is spectacular and it 100% is for this toy. And the Friction robot car is 100% genuine article, bar none, period, end of sentence. Okay, now the toy itself is a simple friction drive, and it looks like a 58, maybe 58 Chevy, I'm thinking, based on the look of it. The slim down fins, the quad headlights, it has to be, the earliest would be 58. It can't be a 57 because that was the last year of single headlight for most cars. The quad lights did not emerge until 58. That was the first year for quad headlights. And if you're unfamiliar with that, I guess in today's world where we don't really remember headlights in a traditional sense, these are the headlights here, and that 58 was the first year. The grill here looks to be like a Chevy grill. So I would probably date this car as 58. I think that was one of the futuristic aspects of this car. Now, if you look at like a 59 Impala, okay, a Chevy Impala 59, still had fins, not as pronounced as like the 59 Cadillac, but so the fins were still around. They didn't start, well, streamlining is not a good term. They didn't start like reducing that ostentatious styling of the 50s and the atomic age till sometime really in the 60s, early 60s was when that wound down. But anyway, let's take a tour of this amazing car, and I'll start from the back now that I have it here. I love the license plate, V81. So this was a V8. What kind of V8? Well, did the 409 come out in 58? I don't think so. I'm trying to think of what the Corvette had in 59. It had to be bigger than a 283, right? I think that was a typical Corvette 283. So I don't know. I'd have to look it up. But I know they had over 300 cubic inches in their larger cars. So anyway, here is your robot car. Look at this logo here, ET, Phone Home. I don't recall this logo. If you've seen this logo, please let me know. Look at this TV depicting a rocket flying in space. Is that spectacular or what? Now, look at the dashboard. This is one of the most detailed dashboards I've seen. It's got the actual steering wheel, and down there you can see Made in Japan. And here you see close-up of the lithography of the robots. And let me tell you something. These robots are not the robots that are used on tractors or things like that. They're very unique. Their lithography, I've only seen this lithography. You see the facial features here? I have only seen this on this particular car. If you find these robots on anything else, I encourage you to leave a remark about that, because I'm telling you, you won't. These are specific for this vehicle. This lithography is specific. Even looks like the shape of the head is a little bit different. They have kind of an alien bird look to them. I don't know why, but they even actually incorporated a little like nose feature here. That's kind of a clever stamping, right? Like to include the nose, because the robots have to sniff for something or other. And they got their full arms there. It's just, I'm very lucky to have this vehicle. Here's the, you saw the star in the back. Here's what appears to be like a rocket. This part here appears to be a rocket with a jet trail on the back. The side has this retractable antenna here. You can push it down, pull it up. It has this character line for the car. You have kind of those half fender skirts over here. He retains his original. The friction drives in the front, by the way. It still works, operates as it should. And you look at the other side here. I mean, and again, being friction, right there, this, you know, what it is really like a absolutely beautiful, if you're into this kind of stuff, you know, I mean, the notion of robots in the 1950s cruising around in a 58 Chevy, absolutely brilliant concept. You have to hand it to the Japanese. They just, they look, that's why they invented Super Mario, Zelda, all these other cool things that they invent. So you would really just push this along. And he rolls, well, I should say, it rolls pretty freely. And the friction is pretty strong on this. That's really it. I mean, I'm actually very pleased to be able to show you this. Like I said, there aren't too many complete examples in the entire planet of this toy. And you will never see this toy anywhere else as far as I could. I don't think it's on the internet other than maybe some still pictures. And look, I think that's it. I appreciate you guys looking. And look, if you happen to have this toy for sale or a box for this toy, if you're one of the lucky ones, contact me because I would certainly buy this toy again and the box. Maybe they had a different color variation. Who knows? But again, I would love to be able to buy this toy if you have one or come across it. So with that, thank you again for looking. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a remark. And with that, thanks again for joining me, and I will talk to you later.